Yeah, but they're hemp and it's a moped.
Oh, Dan.
How long are you married?
I've been with him for a decade.
Oh,
but
okay.
I've only been married for about 5 years.
Was it weird for him, like when you both kind of start seeing each other and you're just kind of both not in the limelight, then all of a sudden his wife or girlfriend is now a celebrity? Is that like uncomfortable for him, or is he fine with it?
At first, it sucked for him because you know, I go out to places and boys were noticing me a little bit more, and I'd get creepy emails, and then there'd be a picture of us on the internet from going to an art show, and then all of a sudden there'd be all these comments like, "Who is she dating? Her dad?" Like just really mean stuff. And
Dear Kari, you're going to be in D.C., right?
Yes. I have a hat and glasses as well as a tattoo and a motorcycle. Just listing things.
He's used to it now. He's super cool with it. He doesn't worry about it anymore.
Is he older than you?
Oh, no, same age.
Oh, wow. Okay. They were just being dicks.
Real?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, they were just being jerks.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's the internet. You're 14, you're in your basement, you're angry. There's an outlet.
Exactly. I'm looking for you. Oh.
Most of our fans are really nice, and they'll actually kind of attack those people for me. I never have to respond.
I bet you're very defended as far as
I've got a lot of
viewers go.
I think he actually is.
Danny.
defended me a few times. Are you,
Yes.
Oh,
Fanboy 44?
No.
He's RP1ST.
No, I don't do the message board thing.
terrible.
Picking a creepy screen.
Yeah, that is a creepy name.
What I fear is he picked that so quickly, I swear. That's got to be his handle. That's got to be his handle.
Too. It was too fast. He had to have jotted that one down a few times.
Do they have chat rooms anymore? I think that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I haven't gone in a long time. They used to be fun, but then it's just like, I'm going to get screen capped doing this.
Yeah. Do you take criticism well, or?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I do now.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna,
You get enough of it.
Yeah, you get enough of it, and it's like,
Well, I
at
always
first
notice
it's like
that
you want to hunt them down and kill them.
on that show, they always reference the fact that, like, the fans thought we did it wrong. The fans think that blah, blah, blah. I mean, that must just happen all day long. Like, you have to, when you have to do a new myth because some fan said that you did it wrong, like, there has to be some part of you that just gets angry about that.
I actually kind of like it because, usually it's a fun thing to go back and test differently, and it's a lot of interaction with the audience, and I feel like we have kind of a different show where we really talk to our audience, and they help us with stuff, and they give us content, and if a bunch of people really want us to do it over,
I bet it's not. I bet they're not worded like we would think they would be. I bet it's not like, you're experimental.
You fucked that up!
Yeah. You suck! You didn't even use what you were supposed to. You suck. I'm never watching the show again.
we actually have a higher caliber of fan than that.
That's
It's
our
usually
fan. Sorry.
quite
Yeah,
We're just used to this
fan.
worded like the
articulate.
O&A fan wording. Yeah. You suck. I hate you. You were so much better before they brought Kari on.
Hey,
All right, whatever.
hey, douche fuck, come to Poughkeepsie and try to do that fucking myth. What, are you going to do duct tape again?
That is one myth I'll do 1,000 times. I love duct tape.
That was great.
What was the
man.
myth?
I still thought it was stopping
duct
that
tape
car.
can do anything, and one of the last myth we did that I really loved is that duct tape could put a car back together that was destroyed. So they gave me a car, and they said, destroy it, use anything you want. So I had demo saws, I had torches, I had a Jaws of Life. I brought in the fire department to like pull the roof off, just demolish this car, cut hoses, stab the tire. And then my co-hosts Tori and Grant walked in, and I threw them some duct tape and was like, fix it. It was great. Little did I know they were going to make me drive it, because that was kind of dangerous.
Yeah, drive the duct taped car. Yeah.
But it fixed, right?
Yeah, I mean,
the
it
most
got
part.
put back together, and it drove for a while, and I may have driven a little too fast because my driving might have destroyed a little bit of it. 2 wheels were off the ground at one point. I'm not going to say anything more.
How long have you guys been on the air?
7 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is wild.
I feel like I've grown up on the show.
Yeah, kind of have. We've all watched you grow up.
And how long was the show on before you actually became on air?
I think about a year I was behind the scenes.
Oh, so you've been on for that long?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. Because that's got to be nerve-wracking. A show is popular, then you come on, like, what if I screw up, or what if people don't like me, and then what if the show fails?
Yeah,
It's
because
my
the show
fault.
was really gaining popularity, and then they brought, like,
That's why they
even
had
though
to
you
bring
guys
us
were
on.
behind the scenes. Yeah. Yeah, I guess to do some of the, because initially it was just to do some of the busy work,
hey, build this. We don't have time. We're
It
doing
just
this.
didn't make things faster, so they're like, okay, you guys got to
Yeah.
be hosts because we got to crank these shows out. And, we were actually staying with the science, so if something took 3 days to test, we'd spend 3 days doing
3
it.
days, yeah,
Or
sitting
most of
there.
our myths take at least 2 weeks. We have a regular job that's like 8 to 6 every single day and sometimes more, so it's pretty intense. It's
Ew.
not like a regular show where you just kind of show up and you film something. It's like, no, we actually do all the work. We're doing the welding. We're doing
And then there's
cleanup.
the filming of the show part.
Yeah.
But before that, I guess all the welding and watching the science and making sure you did things right.
Yeah,
And that place is still a business too. I mean, that's Jamie's place, right? So
we've got 2 shops now. Jamie's got his business at M5, and then we've got a second shop that my team works out of.
What was like the coolest stuff that each of them, Adam and Jamie, worked on as far as movies go in the
Star
past?
Wars?
Star Wars, right?
yeah, Grant too, I think, right?
Yeah,
did Star Wars.
Grant. They all worked on Star Wars. all
Which
of them.
one?
Cool is that?
The boys are Grant and Tori. They're quite young, so there's no way they're going to work on the first one. They saw the first one when they were little kids, so they grew up
yeah.
and somebody
Uncle
came to
Paul.
Grant and said, "Hey, would you like to drive R2D2?" And
Really?
yeah,
shit.
he must have wet his pants because he's
Yeah,
a
I
big
bet.
fan.
Couldn't be.
I'm
thinking
wetting
about
my
Kiki.
pants right now.
Why you like Star Wars?
I love it so
Oh,
much.
I do.
Jesus, Joe. You don't
What?
like anything, Jimmy.
I like Star Wars. I think it was a good movie.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, well, what?
but-
Why are you going to trash me?
I'm not gonna trash you.
Oh,
It's
okay.
George Lucas.
Because you're a fanboy, man.
because they started to.
Oh, unlike what's happening in the room right now? All of a sudden, I'm the fanboy that's on the line. Like a fucking movie.
But I'm saying because the Ewoks.
No, look, there are elements of there are
the Ewoks
elements
in the third one. It was all about marketing toys to children after a while. It started to suck.
there are elements of Star Wars that I don't care for. But for your advice, the only reason they were Ewoks was because it was supposed to be a planet of Wookiees, but they used the Wookiee with Chewbacca in the first film, so he goes, well, let's just make them little Wookiees then.
Exactly, another toy that we can market that's cute. That's great space drama.
Why is your
It stinks.
Ewok
the movie for you, Joe.
Jim's
That's all
Ewok
it's about.
impression? Jim's Ewok impression is the same noise you make for sucking cock in your act.
Hey, we gotta see the real Just messed up the whole interview.
Was it too much?
She just covered her mouth and everything.
I'm sorry.
Watch your language. Kari's out there. It's
I
not.
would like to
it's
remind
not
you I
our
host
show.
a kids show. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. She
Oh,
hosts a kids show.
sorry.
He's not here every
He's
day,
not a
so
member
don't
of our
pay
show.
attention to him. He's some fucking local comedian that needs a gig.
Yeah.
This is his
Joe.
last appearance on this show.
Oh yeah,
Oh, my
right,
God.
right.
All
The
right.
minute I walk out of the room, I know this is going
Thanks
to
a
go
lot,
back.
Joe.
I'd
Thanks
rather
a lot.
I'd rather bring back Mercurio.
Yeah.
He's a guy that got us fired.
Oh my!
And we'd rather have him than
you know, I
him.
did like-
Get it?
I did like in the original Star Wars, though. I thought the cantina band scene was very realistic.
Oh, now that was
Boo!
You what?
Boo!
What?
It's terrible.
Oh my! Do you realize there's probably just like a bunch of nerds out front right now that are in costume that are just like calling for your head?
They would
Yes.
agree with me. They know
No,
it
they
stinks.
wouldn't.
That stupid elephant. Bum, 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 bum. Terrible.
He's
Terrible.
gotta go.
Lucas and his weak chin. Terrible.
I don't know if that's really an adversary you'd like to go
No,
up against.
I liked the
Yeah.
movie. I thought it was a really good movie, but those elements of it made me hate him because like there were such great movies, and then they throw in like
This took the realism, though, of space. It took it out of, like, the hands of just these technical astronaut people to people that went to bars and hung out and they had to make it alien. What was it supposed to do? Put the pips up there?
I just
What's wrong
didn't.
with
I
you?
just didn't like I didn't think the puppets were very good.
Think of
in
anyone
its
else.
time,
I thought it was
though,
funny.
I mean, when this came out, it was pretty revolutionary. I mean, looking at it by
Yes.
today's standards is totally different. But looking at it back then, it was crazy.
Look, he's got an Ozzy Osbourne shirt on. It tells you what time he comes from.
Exactly,
Oh,
the
look at
same
Ozzy
time
right
that
up
came
there.
out. Yeah, they mapped his DNA. I actually
Yeah.
want to have my DNA mapped.
can't-
I'm hoping I'm related to him somehow. How great would that be for me and not him?
Hey, Joe, you want to defend the movies now?
Huh?
You want to
I
defend
was just
them?
going to say it's
Or that scene?
You can't trash Star Wars, but also own the new Ozzy Osbourne record.
Sure
I don't
you
think
can.
that's
Why
fair.
not?
I don't think it's fair.
Why? At least it's adult stuff. It's not childish.
Come on.
You got to admit that's catchy. You still know the
really
tune.
is.
It is true, but I remember a lot of things from childhood that weren't good. This is one of
You
them.
didn't
Would you
like
prefer
that?
that they'd be playing Ozzy?
Yay.
Yeah. Well, I say what you do is you mute the movie, you put on your own soundtrack, and you watch it
Put
again.
some Ozzy in the background.
Yeah, right?
I love
Han's
Chewbacca.
trying to make a deal for a ship, and
Come on,
it's
Darth,
Ozzy playing.
Darth
I'm playing
Vader's
War
one of the-
Pigs in the bar for you, Jimmy.
Darth Vader's one of the
Little
greatest bad
sabotage.
guys ever. Ever. One of the greatest villains ever. The whole movie was
The
great.
greatest.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably take Dracula over him, but I mean, I do like Darth Vader.
Stop. Dracula would be silly in space.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Blah, he'd float away. Nobody's scared.
Best voice too. He has the best voice.
He does, yes.
Who,
Yes,
Dracula or
James
Darth
Earl Jones.
Vader?
Yes.
Darth Vader.
James
Oh,
Earl
yeah.
Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing.
This is CNN. Same guy.
Is that him?
Yeah,
I didn't
sure.
know that.
Darth
David,
Vader.
David Prowse, the body of Darth Vader. We've talked many times. Would you ever see Clockwork Orange?
Yes.
The big bodybuilder that carries him down the steps in the
Yeah.
wheelchair? That's
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
That's the guy that was in
Yeah.
the
I
didn't know
costume.
that.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Darth Vader. That's
The guy in the
British
costume.
bodybuilder.
Hey, we got a lot of fans checking in. I just want to take one from Bill and Philly.
I don't want to talk to the
Hello,
fans
Bill.
right now.
Hello,
Not
Bill.
you.
Oh.
Hello, fellas. Opie, follow me. Kari,
No.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask this after what Danny just did, but have you ever considered redoing the baseball myth?
Oh, which one?
Okay, what you guys did was you're seeing if it's faster sliding or running, and you did it in the second base. The real myth is if it's faster to slide or run through first base.
Well, I will bring that back and suggest it to him. That's kind of what we do. So
The difference is you can overrun first base. You can't overrun second or third. So that's
So
why it's
second,
probably
you're
faster.
always going to be slowing down going into it. First, you just keep on running.
Right. So I would say that sliding is slower, but it's a necessity so you don't
I've
run
seen
into
people
left field.
do it to, I don't know if it's faster, but I've seen people do it to evade a tag.
Sliding
And
into
every
first
time
is
they
slower.
do it in baseball, the announcers say, "Oh, well, it's slower to slide," but
Yes.
players still do it.
I say that a lot actually on dates.
So what happened?
I'll just talk to a girl about sliding into first. And she spits on me.
Fellas and Danny,
What's that? Yes, sir.
Jimmy's doing better than you, Kari.
What are you gonna do?
Well, and Ant's trying real hard, too.
I'm
So,
not
Danny, you're
trying
really
anything.
out.
Danny's
so
asking
out.
very.
I know she's a lovely girl.
You're kinda
She's
cock-blocking
married, has
Danny a little
kid.
bit.
She's
I'm just-
beautiful, but I appreciate.
I'm being very-
that she
Let-
came
Let
here.
Danny ask
I'm
a
not trying
question.
any
Yeah.
Danny,
shenanigans.
it's your turn.
I'm being very childish. Danny's
I,
asking good
let me
questions.
see.
You go ahead.
Can I?
You
can
ever
I,
cheat?
Can I have something from your purse, from your personal belongings? No.
Yeah.
Couple of your
I don't
fingers.
know.
Or,
I might have a bottle of Purell you can have.
I'll have it.
Oh, there you go.
Just let me use some of it
After
before I
she
leave.
uses it, exactly.
Yeah, but then it'll be worth more to him if you use it before you give it to him. So that makes
Those are
sense.
great boots, by the way. She has on the sexiest boots. They're like leg high, like middle of the higher than the knee boots.
Yeah, describe them. We didn't see them when she came in. Yeah.
You didn't, but there's a lot of people out there listening didn't.
Screw the audience.
I'm
What about-
trying to let
yeah,
paint
the
a
radio
picture.
land
I'm a
was
big
about them.
fan of leather boots. I love the lace-up ones that go up to your knees.
Oh,
They
yeah.
protect you. They're the best.
So I guess you're a vegetarian for health reasons, not for this kind of, no animals.
I just, I just don't like it.
Were you for your whole life? You were a vegetarian?
Since I was 15, and it's sort of like if I go back now, I'll be sick.
Yeah, you probably would be sick. I know.
Are you
Vegetarians,
hardcore,
by the
though?
way.
What do you mean by hardcore?
I don't know. What's the difference? Is
There's-
Like totally vegan where
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah,
animal
it's
products.
hardcore.
Yeah, I'm from San Francisco, so there's so many variations. Like there's
Yeah.
pescan, pescatarian, all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So no, I eat cheese.
pretty basic.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I
My
call them
husband's from the
pain
South,
in
so
the
we
ass.
have to have some
Pain in the ass.
We're all forgetting.
vegetarians.
We're all forgetting.
You can't find a friggin' restaurant to eat in.
There's something
Ontarian.
to eat at every single restaurant.
in San Francisco, maybe.
No, everywhere.
Yeah?
Everybody makes pasta.
My girlfriend used to
Yeah.
get so mad at me when I would open the menu, and the first thing I would do is go, "Hey, they have this." Like I'd point out stuff that she could eat.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can read the menu. And it's like, well, I don't want to pick out what I want and then find out you can't eat here and then have to leave. Because then
And-
I'll be like, no, I want that.
and I feel your pain. It's tough to find a good restaurant in Manhattan.
No, Joe, there's plenty of good ones.
Jim.
It might just be laziness, but I kind of like having less options because you know
Yeah.
what you want right away, and I kind of like getting
Can
my
you eat the
food.
same thing like day after day sometimes?
Sometimes I do. I
Yeah.
eat Cliff Bars just all
They're
the time.
great.
I don't have a lot of time, it
Cliff
seems, so
Bars
I just
rule.
I
Yeah.
live on those
Peanut butter.
things.
Yeah. What's
It's chocolate chip
how
peanut
many
butter is
hours
good, too.
a day are you actually working?
And the apricot one.
I work
Amazing.
usually 8 to 6 on
What?
MythBusters, but then
8 to 6?
yeah, about
That's
that.
a long
Carrie, can I ask
day.
you a question? We were supposed to
Long
bring
day.
up over here, the one that's not
I
talking much.
gotcha.
We have a hockey question that maybe you guys want to take on. You know how guys are
Oh, right. Yeah.
well, the hockey fights.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that they don't punch as hard because they can't get traction on the ice.